I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Hot AF Show. This is Mike Smith, episode 10. If you're watching this on YouTube, you see my stupid-ass mask that I'm wearing. Worn by force, not by fear. I'm going to take this off really fast because my opinion these days are masks. They're bullshit. When the whole kind of plague came out, my opinion was, if you're going to wear a mask, I don't know. Surgeons wear masks. People in the hospital, especially in the respiratory area, generally it's like the sick people. And then all of a sudden, everyone was forced to wear these stupid face guards. Yet, I've got some interesting detail from the World Health Organization, otherwise known as WHO, that I would like to regale the listeners on this episode. And I'm going to get right into proving my point. And I would love if anyone would like to debate this, that masks are not bullshit for what we're going through right now. And let's start with this. So directly from the World Health Organization site, they have a sheet that talks about the benefits and the harm, comparing benefits of the harm and harm of the wearing in community settings, face guards, non-medical face guards, and like these N95 masks and stuff. The 95 represents the filtration. If they're fitted and worn correctly. My wife's a nurse and she failed her first tests. I guess you have to get like an exam or something on N95 fitting, and she's like a petite woman. So these masks, they don't fit right out of the box. Gloves have to be like, I don't know, kid gloves or whatever. She wears my son's shoes, or they're the same size. So for the N95, it's got to be fitted. It's got to be custom. But we're talking, this crappy ass mask that I bought just because I liked what it said. I can't go to the fucking grocery store now without wearing a mask. How much bullshit is that? I really have a hard time. I'm forced. What am I going to do? Eat, my grass outside? I'm forced. I don't fear it. 99 point whatever % chance of either not getting it and or surviving. I'm anti-mask now. So there are people. I don't know. Some people are anti-vax. I'm not an anti-vax. That makes sense. Except all the idiots out right now that are bitching about this, and they're wearing these masks about this coronavirus, and everyone's had a coronavirus likely, but this COVID-19, they're bitching and freaking out about it. Yet they're going to get injected with it whenever it's available. Could be tomorrow. Could be a month or two from now. Could be a year. I don't know. But they're going to don't get me started. But I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I believe in vaccinations. I believe in vaccinating with certain intervals. You don't inject this shit into your kids all at once. Space it out. I'm cool with that. So the haters just don't even. I don't have time for this bullshit. The first one, Reduced potential exposure risk from infected persons before they develop symptoms. So someone coughing on you, yeah, all right. Potential exposure. That's a benefit. The harm, reduced potential exposure risk from potential, notice all these potentials, from potential increased risk of self-contamination. Self-contamination. Due to the manipulation of a face mask and subsequently touching eyes with contaminated hands. So a sick person wearing a mask might touch their face more. You know, you got a runny nose or something, and you're always like, you know, you're rubbing your nose, rubbing your eyes, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, I see that being a harm. Number 2, reduced potential stigmatization of individuals wearing masks to prevent infecting others or of people caring for COVID-19 patients in non-clinical settings. Reduced stigmatization. So, you know, if you saw someone, 8 months ago wearing a mask, you might kind of give them their space. You know, you don't know. Are they sick? Or do they have zero immune system? They can't have anything in their system? I don't know. But that's a benefit, is reduced potential stigmatization. Jesus. Number 2, for harm. By the way, the ratio of benefits to harm, 8 to 12. They have 8 benefits, and trust me, I'm going to get into this. They're really reaching for 8. 8 benefits to 12 harmful effects. For wearing a mask in community settings, directly from the World Health Organization guidance. Number 3, benefit. Making people feel they can play a role in contributing to stopping the spread of the virus. Let me read that again. Making people feel they can play a role in contributing to stopping the spread of the virus. Jeez, that's kind of a reach. There's so many things that I could say right now, but my mama wouldn't approve of it. So I'm going to move on. The number 3 harmful effect, potentially, right? Yeah, here we go. The potential headache and or breathing difficulties. Well, that's not potential. When I put these panties on my face, I can't breathe. I got a headache already just by talking about this freaking crap. I can't breathe. I mean, look at this. Complete bullshit. I would get rid of the potential there and maybe replace, excuse me, maybe I have the COVID. Maybe replace the potential with guaranteed. Oh, man. 4, reminding people to be compliant. For example, hand hygiene, not touching the nose or mouth. So reminding people to be compliant with other measures. But didn't they just say like you would potentially touch your face and your eyes and stuff more? But you're going to be reminding people, hey, I'm wearing a mask, so just remember, be compliant. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your eyes. Don't touch anything. reminding people. Fuck, that's a stretch. Here we go. Number 4 of the potential harm. Depending on type of mask used, potential development of facial skin lesions, irritant dermatitis, or worsening acne when used frequently for long hours. What's long hours? Take a kid that goes to school for 8 or 9 hours a day and they got to wear a mask, especially the kids that are at that age where acne starts to develop. I guess the dermatology pharmaceuticals are interested in that one. Hey, take for something because it'll help with the skin lesions or irritants. What was that, 4? Here we go, 5. However, this can also have the reverse effects. See below. Potential social, wait a second, this isn't even 5. This rolls into 6. So when I said they were reaching for 8, 5 really is just a kind of a comment here that goes into number 6. However, this can also have the reverse effect. See below. Okay, that's number 5. But this is how number 6 is on the bullet point. Potential social and economic benefits. Calm, Mike, calm. Amidst the global shortage of surgical masks and PPE, encouraging the public to create their own fabric masks may promote, listen to this one, individual enterprise and community integration. What the fuck? One of the benefits, potential social and economic benefits from the World Health Organization. You can't make this up. It's on their site. This is verbatim. Potential social and economic benefits. And this is number 6. That really is 5 out of 8. Oh, man. 7. Let me go to, let me back up to what 5 really should be from the harm. Difficulty with communicating clearly. Yeah, duh. How about, well, there wasn't potential in there. There wasn't potential difficulty. It's stated difficulty with communicating clearly. All right, I'll give you that. Thanks for, not throwing the potential in there. Woo. And because 5 didn't count for the benefit, let's go to 6, which is really 5, which is 6, whatever. Fucking world. Potential discomfort. Okay. I know there's some freaks out there that like to wear panties on their face. But when I put this size whatever panty on my face and I'm eating this middle part, that's not fucking comfortable. It's not comfortable at all. This is America. I'm free. But I can't go to the damn grocery store and feed my family unless I wear one of these freaking panties on my face. Potential discomfort. The only time the mask is comforting is when I'm snow skiing down a blue or black diamond and it's freezing hell with the wind on my face and I've got a nice, turtle fur. That's comforting. Somewhat. Then it gets annoying, like scratches my beard, whatever. But, that freezing ass cold that's, killing your face when you're snow skiing. I would love to be snow skiing right now. It's so fucking hot. It's hot AF here in Florida. God damn. Fabrics that can also be a form of cultural expression. This is number 7. Let me read the whole thing of the benefits. Moreover, the potential of non-medical masks may offer a source of income for those able to manufacture masks within their communities. Fabric masks can also be a form of cultural expression, encouraging public acceptance of protection measures in general. Masks may offer a source of income for those able to manufacture masks within their communities. This is a benefit from the World Health Organization, one of their stretched 8s, which sounds very close to number 6 in terms of economic benefits. Notice when I say stretch, like I'm not exaggerating here, people. This is big time. Stretch Armstrong, big time. Yuck. Number 7 of the potential harm. A false sense of security, leading to potentially lower adherence to other critical preventative measures such as physical distance and hand hygiene. So when the news came out the other day about people needing to wear masks when they're having sexual relations, I just printed this thing off. I didn't have any time really to review it other than just by numbering them because they're bullet points. I didn't even really get down to this, but are you freaking kidding me? A false sense of security. So, I don't know, like I'm out in a public atmosphere and I see someone wearing a mask, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, they're wearing a mask, so I'm good. I can be right next to them, hanging out, talking like we did 8 months ago. Now all of a sudden that's a harm, potentially. Whew, man. This is the last one, number 8, for the benefits of wearing a mask. The reuse of fabric masks will also reduce costs and waste and contribute to sustainability. What the fuck does that mean? Reuse of fabric masks will also reduce costs and waste and contribute to sustainability. You are really reaching. Woo. And I've said this 1,000 times. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a professional. Fuck, I'm not smart enough for that stuff. Maybe I'm smart enough for that stuff when you take common sense into play. But who the hell writes this for the World Health Organization? God almighty. Really? That's your last benefit? The reuse of fabric masks will reduce the cost and waste and contribute to sustainability. What does that mean? Number 8 on the harm potential. Poor compliance with mask wearing, and particularly by young children. Poor compliance. Poor compliance so that they can potentially have or they could potentially save themselves from one of the very few benefits of wearing one. I mean, if you want to get your cultural expression out, you want to get your Black Lives Matter mask or your Antifa or your Joe Biden or, whatever control or propaganda you want to put on your face. Maybe that's what they're referring to. That's a harm is my message of all this bullshit isn't going to be legible or readable. So again, going back to number 8 of one of the benefits being reduce costs and waste. Number 9 of the harms here. Waste management issues, improper mask disposal leading to increased litter in public places because, these masks are full of germs and whatever. The risk of contamination to street cleaners and environment hazards. Yeah. It's like, the new syringe that you find on the side of the road. The same assholes that don't return their shopping cart are going to be the same people that throw their mask on the ground and it hit the ground and they're just going to leave it. The same asshole that takes their ashtray out of their car and dumps it. I got a picture of that. Dumps it at the red light. They're going to drop their masks and just move on because who cares? They're going to contribute to the economic benefits of the mask makers that make a source of income on encouraging individual enterprise and the bullshit cultural expression. Maybe that's my cultural expression. I just throw the mask right on the ground. Don't care. I'm going to keep my You know what? I'm going to throw my mask into the shopping cart and just keep it right in the lane. Screw everyone else. Number 10 of the potential harm. Notice how they make the harm so much longer for not wearing a mask, and they're really fucking stretching on these benefits. Number 10, difficulty communicating for deaf persons who rely on lip reading. Yeah, no shit. 11, disadvantages for or difficulty wearing them, especially for children, developmentally challenged persons, those with mental illness, elderly persons with cognitive impairment, those with asthma or chronic respiratory or breathing problems. Number 12, those who have had facial trauma or recent oral maxillofacial surgery, and those living in hot AF, and those living in hot and humid environments. So, this is the best that you guys have? Jesus. With the developmental challenges and the cognitive impairment. So the right side of the brain that's used for processing and self-regulation, verbal and nonverbal cues and stuff, like that's how children learn. So when you talk about trouble communicating, and then you add on like cognitive issues and what else was the cognitive issues and let alone asthma or chronic respiratory problems. Overall, just developmentally challenged folks. But let's turn off some of the really fundamental cues for learning. Thankfully, the World Health Organization noted it. All right, so getting back to the whole other thing that came out with, like the top do-it-yourself, because DIY always turns out great. But these top performing, whatever, make it yourself, economical impact, whatever the fuck they said here, individual enterprise and source of income for those to manufacture masks, overall social and economic benefits. Yeah, so like you're going to be on Etsy knitting your mask, taking panties like this and putting your name on it or a little logo or a saying such as worn by force, not by fear, or Black Lives Matter, or Trump is a racist, my body, my choice. God damn. So here we go. Number 1, the best of them all, non-medical, homemade, socio-economic, entrepreneurial, whatever freaking idea. Number one, the homemade knitted sweater. Where's the whiskey? The homemade sweater has a 26% filtration. 26% filtration. Tissue paper, Kleenex, is better than polyester and silk with a 20% filtration. A cotton mask, like these panties that I have here, 5% up to 26%, which would be the aforementioned homemade sweater. This is 5% filtration. Do you think I'm going to wear this in public? Do you think that the benefit of wearing these black panties in a classroom is going to help kids learn? And it's worth 5% is worth having facial rashes and increased acne, headaches, communication issues, discomfort, false sense of security, waste management. Come on, really? Jeez, man, I tell you, this fucking World Health Organization can just eat it. But we're sending our kids back to school with, at most, a 26% filtration wrapped around their face. So you're talking about spreading viruses. Like when I cough on this, and I don't even have COVID-19, I've got something else, right? Some of these other germs, because COVID-19 isn't going to take away all the other common colds and, whatever bugs that go around the school systems. But I'm gonna cough on this and rub my nose on it and whatever, and take it home, and mommy's not gonna wash it because she forgets to, or oh hey, it's a mask. It's like it washes itself or something. Or do you wash your pillowcase every day? I don't, and I have a lady that does all of our laundry, and she doesn't do it every day. So what about the other viruses that are on this thing, and they take it home, and hey, I grab it and put it in Johnny's baggie because he needs to wear this to school today. And all of a sudden I've got all this shit on my hands that I'm driving to school. And, it's in the morning, and I rub my eyes or what. Are you kidding me? But yeah, let's shut off the right side of the brain for our kids and send them back to school with this crap. Brainwash them. Is that what we're doing? Is like this the beginning? Like the brainwash, the control? And then all of a sudden, these like little kids, like my kids, like in young grades, all of a sudden it's like, whoa, this is normal. When 2 or 3 years go by, hey, this is normal. Little kids today that are born, God bless them. They can't even see mommy and daddy's face because mommy and daddy have to wear panties around their freaking face. Oh, and they need to wear these panties around their face while they're doing each other. Jesus. This comes from the World Health Organization, people. Call me what you want. These are facts. This is what the liberal-ass media will not tell you. This is the censorship that goes on. This is the bias that's out there. But when you really look into it, it's all bullshit. I'm going to tell you one quick story before I get out of here. A guy, if you're not following him on social media, I highly recommend it, at Sean Whalen. He's telling this story the other day. He's got a 14-year-old kid playing football. He's a middle linebacker. He tackles people. They're sweating on each other. I've been there. Sweating on each other, spitting on each other, getting at it. It's football. It's like that's what you freaking do. It's awesome, right? So these kids, 14, what are you in, like the 9th grade or 8th grade, something like that, maybe? 8th, 9th grade, whatever. At the end of the game, it's like, hey, let's get in line and shake each other's hand and tell them good game, whatever. No, they can't do that. They have to wave to the other team. Good game. Because God forbid they were to catch this scam of a fucking virus that they didn't catch 28 seconds ago when they tackled the guy when the seconds ran out in the fourth quarter. No, we got to wave to the other team. Fight me on that one. Thanks for listening. Tell your friends, tell your enemies. We got to get the message out, people. That's what this show is created for. Talk about hot topics in society. I will be adding a segment very shortly, which I'm super excited about. Patriots for Warriors. So we're going to have some veterans on and let them share their story, what they're doing now. You know, it's going to be awesome. But thanks for listening. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Give me a like on whatever the hell, I don't know. I don't need the likes personally. It's just it helps me with the ranking where more people can find us. Leave a review wherever you get your podcast. That helps me too. Again, I don't need this shit. I'm secure enough. I don't need the money. Well, I mean, Joe Rogan money would be freaking awesome. So any sponsors out there, that'd be, slide in at Hot AF Show. Other than that, thanks again for listening. We'll talk to you again with episode 11. I have no idea what the hell it's going to be, but it's coming up. Until then, enjoy your freedom because, God, we need it. And as I always tell you, God bless America. We'll talk to you next time.